We have the word hallelujah. We use that a lot. What does that mean? Hallelujah. What does it mean? Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Praise. Would somebody please draw me a picture of praise? It's this. And you'll see that in there, don't you? Can you see that in there? The first letter. Okay? Right here, these three letters is the word hallel. Hallel. Okay, there's how we see it normally written in Hebrew, but again, that's not really Hebrew. It's really Aramaic square script. And praise is really a Greco-Roman concept of the word. So let's get back to the original Hebrew. This word literally means to follow Yah, the guiding one, the one who guides you. We'll talk more about this word later. But we have to understand that when we're reading, praise Yah, praise. If you are reading and you come across a word, you have to ask yourself, is that an abstract or is that a concrete? Knows. Abstract or concrete? Concrete. That's pretty easy. That's easy. Anger. Abstract. What's the concrete? Knows. We'll talk more about that one later. Okay, just as to show you here, there's the alphabet. From the aleph to the tav, as it would be written in the pictographic. And then below that, that's how it is in Aramaic, what most of us are probably more familiar with. Okay, let's go into the mechanics of the Hebrew language. We're just going to get a real quick crash course on the Hebrew root system of words and language, because we're going to refer to this a lot through this seminar. The first word there, we've already looked at the word ev. Anytime you have two letters put together, they're called apparent roots. The foundational words to any language. And as you'll see when we look at these words, these are core words that are required in any language. This is the word dog. It's a fish. Just to give you an example of how each Hebrew letter has a meaning, like the El is the Aleph and the Lamed, the ox head and the shepherd's staff. This is the first one on the right there, is the Dalet. It's a picture of the tent door. And with any door, when you open, you swing it open and close, open and close. It means to go back and forth, in and out. That's the meaning of this letter. In and out, back and forth. The Gimel, the next letter, is a picture of a foot. So put these together and you have the back and forth movement of the foot. Okay, think of what's the fish's foot? Its tail. Okay, the back and forth movement. What's a dog do, by the way? I often wondered, is that the origin of our word dog? Okay, because of a back and forth moving of a tail or a foot. Ish. What's ish? Fire. It's tree. Good. Next one. Anybody know what that is? Har. Boy, you guys are good. You guys are sharp. Okay, har. What does har mean? Well, more literally hill. There is no Hebrew word for mountain. Okay, bar. Grain. Very good. Grain. Bar is grain. Next one. What's that word? Blood. Dam. Very good. You guys are sharp. Next one. Heart. Lev. Heart. Okay, these are examples of parent roots in the Hebrew language. Two letters put together. Think of the letters as the roots and the parent roots as a trunk. Okay, the roots come together to the trunk. Here's a parent root. It's a lamed with a kaf. The lamed is a picture of a shepherd's staff. The kaf is a picture of the palm of the hand. If I take and put a staff in my palm, what am I doing? Walking. That's what the word means. Walk. Okay? Walking. It means to walk. So lach means to walk. In modern Hebrew, the vowels are written as dots and dashes below and above the letters. You've probably seen those. Open up any Hebrew Bible. You'll see all those dots and dashes in there. Those are the nikud, the vowel pointings. Originally, and you've heard this before, raise your hand if you've heard this before. Originally, Hebrew had no vowels. How many of you have heard that before? Most of you. How many of you believe that? I don't. A few that do. That's okay. I don't. There were 4 of the 22 letters that doubled as consonants and vowels. It's very similar to our letter Y. It can be a consonant, as in the word yellow. It can be a vowel, like the word fly. There has a vowel sound. Well, 4 of the Hebrew letters doubled as consonants and vowels. The first one is the Aleph. The Aleph represented the A or the E. A or E. All right, the second one is the Yud. It doubled as an I or a Y. The third one is the letter Vav. It could be a V, or it could be U or O. Very good. Okay, so this can be either a consonant or a vowel. Now, I said that this is a Vav and it had a V sound, but the evidence is that originally it was a W, a W sound, not a V sound. That's modern. That comes from the German influence on Hebrew. Originally it was a W. David would have been pronounced Dawid, with a W sound. And in fact, in Arabic, it's still Dawid. It's a W sound in Arabic, not a V. Last one is the letter Hey, and this one could be either a H or an E. Not quite as common, though. This one wasn't used that commonly as a vowel. Here we have at the top a parent root. It's the word shas. Shas. The parent root shas. A shin and a samach. The second one here is the same as this, but just doubling the last letter. In Hebrew, in order to use a verb, you have to have 3 consonants. You must have 3 consonants in order to conjugate a verb. So they would take that parent root, double the last consonant to make a 3-letter root. That's the first type of child root. The second way of forming a child root is to take one of those vowels that we just talked about and place it somewhere in the parent root. It could be placed in front, in the middle, or in the back. When you take that parent root and plug in those vowels somewhere, all of those words are going to be similar in meaning because they come from the same parent root. So here we have the word sha'as, we have shasa, shus, shis. All of these words are found in the biblical text, or these roots, and they all mean the same thing, to plunder. Now, there probably originally was a little bit of a variation on each meaning. This meant to plunder a big city. This one meant to plunder a small city. This one meant to plunder a family. I don't know. But originally, each child root has a little bit nuance of a meaning as the rest of them. But unfortunately, those are lost to us. They're gone in history. And we may never be able to reconstruct the original meaning of these words. We just know them as to mean to plunder. So one of the things I've been trying to do is trying to reconstruct the meanings of these words based on the evidences that we have. But to be honest with you, a lot of them are just lost. And to be honest, it's a very sad fact that the ancient Hebrew language in some cases is a dead language. And we're just trying to do the best that what we can with what we have.